In 1981, Prince Charles and Lady Diana announced their engagement after waiting some 4 years prior. Even at that time, the red flags were becoming obvious. Still, Charles and Diana went through with their wedding, and what a wedding that was. 2 children, and 15 years later, the royal couple ultimately decided to part ways and officially divorced in 1996. Just 1 year after this split, Princess Diana was killed in a tragic car accident. The secrets about her marriage to Charles, however, were not laid to rest with her. Here's a look at what the world never knew about Diana and Charles' marriage. You have likely seen countless photos of Charles and Diana together, but you may have missed a certain detail. In 2017, sociologist Philip Cohen pointed out on Twitter that though Charles was often posed to look much taller than his wife in official photos and paintings, candid photos of the couple show Diana was in fact the same height as her husband. So what's going on? The royal family has never commented on this odd camera trick, but perhaps the prince was sensitive about his height. Or maybe it goes even deeper than that. We may never knew for sure, but it is definitely an interesting facet of the couple's relationship and paints a new, if unflattering, picture of their marriage. The balcony kiss. The first kiss as husband and wife is always a big deal. Some wedding planners even suggest couples practice the wedding day smooth to avoid an awkward moment. But even an awkward kiss would surely be better than no kiss at all. According to History.com, Prince Charles forgot to kiss his new bride after they exchanged vows at the altar. As a way to rectify the situation, Charles and Diana took to the balcony of Buckingham Palace to lock lips in front of cheering crowds. Consequently, this is how the now iconic balcony kiss tradition that Prince William recreated when marrying Kate Middleton was born. True love. If you were to just look at Charles and Diana's wedding, it would be easy to vision that they live a fairy tale romance. This couldn't be further from the truth. In their first joint interview after becoming engaged, the interviewer asked the couple if they were in love, and Charles turned around and said, "Whatever in love means." This moment is one that haunted Diana for years afterward. In a taped conversation with her speech tutor, Peter Sattleton, Diana revealed that Charles' reply stunned her even more than the question. Odd relations. During her conversation with Peter Sattleton, Diana also shared intimate details of her marriage. By that time, the couple had been married for 12 years and were about 3 years away from divorcing. When Sattleton suggested there was no physical intimacy between Diana and Charles, she revealed, "It was there, and then it fizzled out about 7 years ago. Instinct told me it was just so odd. I just don't know." Although Diana didn't go into too much more detail about the couple's intimate life, she would already said more than enough to make it painfully obvious that her relationship with the prince was by no means thriving. Not so secret affairs. The day before their wedding, Diana overheard Charles on the phone with his former girlfriend, Camilla Parker Bowles, revealing that he would always love her despite his marriage to Diana. Then, a few years later, Charles started openly having an affair with Parker Bowles. Diana revealed, "Well, there were 3 of us in the marriage, so it was a bit crowded." While Diana felt jealousy and rage in response to the affair, she also looked elsewhere for love, especially for her bodyguard. Diana said the relationship was never sexual, but she did eventually take other lovers once it was clear Charles had all but abandoned her for Camilla. Dark times. In the thick of Charles' affair with Camilla Parker Bowles, Diana petitioned the Queen for relationship advice. And Queen said, "I don't know what should you do. Charles is hopeless," and that was it. In her equally hopeless situation, Diana developed an eating disorder. But according to Diana, it was the rejection she felt from the family and her failing marriage that led to the development of the eating disorder in the first place. Diana chose to hurt herself instead of hurting all of others. In a relationship so riddled with strife and extramarital affairs, trust was in short supply. A year before the couple divorced, Diana expressed doubts about Charles being fit to rule as King of England. Charles began to think that Diana was colluding with Sarah Ferguson, who was her best friend and then wife of Charles' brother Prince Andrew. His fear, according to royal biographer Tom Bower, was that upon the Queen's death or abdication, Andrew would become regent until William's 18th birthday, at which point he would become king, passing over Charles entirely. Not only did he distrust his wife, but Charles also became convinced his own brother was in on the supposed plan. Given all we know, it's not surprising that Prince Charles and Princess Diana ended their marriage. What is surprising, however, is who got the ball rolling. Initially, the couple opted for a long-term separation. By 1996, they had been separated for nearly 4 years. Diana's former butler said that all changed when Diana received a letter from the Queen that essentially ordered a formal divorce. On August 28, 1996, the tumultuous royal marriage officially came to an end, a year and 3 days before Diana's tragic and untimely death in car accident. So that's all for today's video. I really hope you have enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel for more updates. And as always, thank you so much for watching.